Very good morning to all of you. Today I want to take experiment number 15. Title of experiment is optimum LM dose for given samples by jar test apparatus. Determine optimum LM dose by jar test apparatus for the given samples. Based on this title and based on these subjects, so there are 4 outcomes are prepared. First outcome is acquire capability to conduct experiments and estimate the concentration of different parameters. Second outcome is compare the result with standards and discuss based on the purpose of analysis. Third outcome is determine type of treatment, degree of treatment for water and wastewater. And fourth outcome is identify the parameter to be analyzed for the student project work in environmental stream. So these are the 4 course outcomes are prepared based on these titles and with respect to these subjects. And the title of subject is Environmental Engineering Laboratory. The subject code is 18CVL67. It comes in 6th semester of Civil Engineering Department. So let us see, these are the apparatus and equipments are used for all the environmental engineering experiments. So from that, some apparatus are used for these experiments. Okay, so all of you remember these are the type of apparatus and experiments are used to execute the given sample in terms of environmental engineering experiments. Let us see backgrounds or theory of this experiment. Very fine suspended mud particles and the colloidal matter present in water cannot settle down in plain sedimentation tanks of ordinary detention periods. Okay, very fine suspended mud particles and the colloidal matter present in water cannot settle down in plain sedimentation tanks of ordinary detention periods. They can be removed easily by increasing their size by changing them into flocculated particles. For this purpose, certain chemical compounds called coagulants are added to the water, which on through mixing form a gelatinous precipitate called floc. The very fine mud particles and the colloidal matters present in water get attracted and absorbed in these flocs, forming the bigger sized flocculated particles. The process of addition and mixing of the chemicals is called coagulation. The process of addition and mixing of the chemicals is called coagulations. Various chemicals such as alum, iron, salts like ferrous sulfate, ferric chloride, ferric sulfate, etc. are generally used as coagulants. To determine the best coagulant dose, a test known as the jar test is conducted first in the laboratory and then adjusted by actual observations at the treatment plants. So this is the main objective of this experiment, to determine the best coagulant dose, that is approximated optimum quantity of coagulant required. A test known as the jar test is conducted first in the laboratory and then adjusted by actual observations at the treatment plant. For these experiments, which are the apparatus are required? Here listates: burette, pipettes, measuring jar, beaker, conical flask, glass rods, weighing balance, etc. So these are the apparatus are required to execute this experiment. Reagents. Which are the reagents are used for this experiment? So here alum dose is used. That is 1% alum solution is prepared in terms of reagents. So how to prepare this 1% alum solution? Dissolve 1 gram of alum, that is powder. Alum means it is powder. Dissolve 1 gram of alum in 100 ml of double distilled water. Then now we are getting 1% alum solution. So after preparing the reagents, now you how to proceed the experiments in terms of procedure. Let us see. Take 750 ml of raw water in 6 different jars. So first step is take 750 ml of raw water in 6 different jars. Switch on the jar test apparatus. So this jar test apparatus is electrically mounted. Okay. Switch on the jar test apparatus. Then third step, add a different dosage of 1% alum solutions in an increasing orders. Okay, means in first jar 1 ml, in second jar 2 ml, like you add in increasing orders. Okay. Now adjust the motor speed regulators. The speed is generally kept between 100 rpm for 2 minutes. Flash, mix the coagulant and the water sample so that the coagulant mixes thoroughly in the waters. Then at the end of 2 minutes, reduce the speed and flocculate for about 20 to 30 minutes. After 2 minutes, reduce the speed and flocculate for about 20 to 30 minutes. At the end of the flocculation period, observe the formation of the flock in each jar. At the end of the flocculation period, observe the formation of the flock in each jar. Then the amount of coagulant in the jar which produces a good flock with the least amount of coagulant indicates the optimum dose. Okay. The amount of coagulant in the jar which produces a good flock with the least amount of coagulant indicates the optimum alum dose. So this is the procedure. Now here, how to prepare 1% alum solutions? See here, 1 gram alum dissolved in 100 ml waters or 10 gram alum dissolved in 1000 ml waters. So that is 10,000 milligram alum dissolved in 1000 ml waters. So therefore 1 ml of raw water will be added with these calculations. Now we are getting 10 milligram for 1% alum solution. This is the one calculation examples. So now this is the observations. Now this is the tables. See serial number. There are 5 or 6. Okay. Now here sample. So this 750 ml raw water in all 5 jars taken. 1% alum solution means 1 ml you add in first jar, 2 ml you add in second jar, 3 ml you add in third jar, 4 ml in fourth jar, 5 ml in fifth jar. So like you add increasing order alum dose in each jar. So then dose is calculated based on the above calculations. So this is the doses. So 1 ml means 13.33 milligram per liter, 20 milligram, 2 ml means 26.66 milligram per liter. This is dose is required. Okay. Now see the results after the 30 minutes. So from the jar test, that is least value you observe. Then write result here. Optimum alum dosage is in milligram per liter. Means so out of 5 jars. So for example, so fourth is minimum flocculant, and then you write optimum alum dose is 53.33 milligram per liter. This is the optimum alum dose results obtained in milligram per liter from the above tables based on the conducting jar test instruments for the given water samples while adding LM dose. So this is the calculations and results of the LM dose is required. Okay, now these are the references are referred for these experiments. Okay, thank you one and all. Next experiment I will be continue in next class.